anyway, and that's why we're in this predicament anyway. And I don't understand it. And Paul told them not to get in the boat, you know. But you know what they did? They said, he's still a preacher. He still can get a hold of God, and God's still talking to him. Isn't that wonderful? That you can sin and get forgiven, and God can talk to you? Now, as we were in the ship, 216 souls, you figure that out, that's at least 200 people. And when they had eaten enough, they lightened the ship, cast out the wheat into the sea. They threw everything overboard. When it was day, they knew not the land, but they discovered a certain creek in the shore. So here's this creek, which were minded, if it was possible, to thrust the ship. They're going to take the ship, and they're going to head right down from the ocean, between the island, into the creek. This is the plan now, all right? And they didn't know the land. And so they decided to go to this creek. And when they had taken up the anchor, they commanded themselves into the sea and loosed the rudder bands, hoisted up the mainsail. The sail is that big giant thing, you know, where the wind hits it. Everybody know what a sail is? Okay? So they're letting the wind take them wherever the wind's going to take them. And they hoisted up the mainsail to the wind and made toward shore. And falling into place where two seas met. So the creek, if you've ever been down to a certain town near Galveston, there's a creek. It's a river. And that river enters into the Galveston Bay. It's a river. It's the cleanest water. Why? Because the water's coming from up there from the north. It's been cleaned. It's the cleanest area near Galveston where all the mud is. Galveston is the place where all the mud is. Florida is the cleanest. Got the best beaches. You know why? Because they got the good side. All the mud that they get, they send it our way. Yeah. So here they are, fall into place. The ship's fall, it struck fast and remained unmovable. So the ship is stuck. Why? It's a little creek. It's a big ship. Imagine, big ship, little creek, stuck. The ship has been aground, and the forepart stuck fast. In other words, it's stuck in the sand. You're going to have to get a tow truck. And remained unmovable, but the hinder part of the ship was broken with the violence of the waves. Remember, it's still storming. So the waves have broken part of the ship. And the soldiers' counsel was to kill the prisoners, lest any of them should swim out and escape. Now, why do the soldiers want to kill the prisoners? Somebody explain it to me. Nobody knows. Number one, here we go, if Jeremy, okay, we're going to use Jeremy as an example. If he was a murderer, thief, whatever, convict, he's on the ship. He's going to see Caesar. Caesar's going to say, and he's going to point his thumb down, and you're going to die. All right? You're on the ship, you're going to die. Okay? So the soldier, if you escape, all right, guess what happens to the soldier that's watching you? He gets tortured. Not only does he die, but he's going to get tortured for letting you escape. So the soldier's idea is, kill them all. The hell with them. All right, these people don't matter. There's a bunch of murderers on this ship. Well, they're going to die anyway. Let's just kill them now. They're tied up. They're chained up. Let's just kill them. And we'll escape. We'll take another ship. Who cares? That's the plan anyway. 99.9% of the people on that ship were going to die anyway. Let's kill them. Sounds like a good plan if you're a soldier. But the centurion, willing to save Paul, kept them from their purpose and commanded they could swim, should cast themselves first into the sea and get to land, and the rest, some on board, some on broken pieces of the ship. And so came to pass, and they escaped all safe to land. Now, that is the picture, number one, of a Christian that has left the church. They've come back to the church, and the church, their whole life is broken. They're in divorce. They've been remarried, got divorced again. They got all this baggage. They might got HIV now because, they was out there, one time too many. And, they got the love bug. It ain't going away. All I can tell you is, it's a picture of the church. They're coming in with their broken lives. Most people that go to church, when they first start going to church, always have baggage. Do you know why?
Because their life's a mess.
Their life's a mess. All right? Some people are bitter. Some people are full of envy. Some people, they're full of madness. Everybody has different problems. Some people are scared, but they get to church. They're going to make it. Now, some of them are barely going to make it because they can't even swim. They're on a piece of a board, a broken piece of board. Why? That's all they got left out of their life. And they're still condemned to die. The centurion didn't want Paul to die. Why do they not want the preacher to die?
Because I'm a bad person.
That's a good one right there. But not only that, it's good to hang around the backslidden preacher. Did you know that you will live if you hang out even with the backslidden preacher? Do what now? What are you saying? I'm telling you that the only reason all these people are going to get to live is because the preacher, the backslidden preacher, is on the boat, and the backslidden backslidden preacher says, guess what? Yeah, I should have listened. I should have never done this. I should have never went to Jerusalem. Yeah, but you know what? God still loves me. God still takes care of me. And so, as long as you are holding on to the coattails to the man of God, God will protect you. As long as you're holding on to the coattails of God, the church, God will help you. So you know what you do? You know what that centurion did? He said, you know what? I like this guy. I like this preacher. No, we're going to save him. We're going to take a chance. Let all the soldiers go first. Anybody takes off, run over there, take the sword, kill them. They try to escape, kill them. They wind up on an island. They were a barbarous people. They started a fire. Why? Because it's raining and it's cold. Paul's gathering sticks, laid them on the fire. There came out a viper out of the heat. Didn't come out of the woods. Came out of the fire. So apparently he's been holding on. Somebody's been holding on to these sticks, and there's a snake there. And they throw the boards in there, and guess what happens? The snake goes, getting awful hot in here. And it grabs Paul.